never imagined our reunion in Lindblom would bring us this far. I shall see through this battle to the end. Damn right you will. I can't believe I'm still traveling around with you. Well, those are two completely different perspectives, aren't they? And we'll head back here, where we can find a couple more people. How you doing? The light that came out of here burned Madain Sari. Yes, it did. This light make me feel like I become pot roast. Well, then you might want to step away from it. I've never been a big fan of pot roast. I don't know, it's always dry and stringy. Maybe that's just me. Sauce is good, though. All right, let's depart. And we will just kind of drop off from here. I don't know, is pot roast an international thing? Probably not. It's pretty much just braised beef stew. All right, we will head into Treno, though. Like I said, we've got a few things to deal with here. Actually, we'll need to change equipment at one point, but we'll deal with that when we get to it. For the time being, I want to head back and turn in the Stellazzio coins. I believe this is the right way. I'm never entirely sure how to get to the Stellazzio lady's place. It's a little weird every time. But I do believe it is back here. Here we go. I got your crazy stuff. Oh, I have to turn it into you, don't I? We have received 8 Stellazzio from you. No, I just get the reward from you. Oh, you have the Pisces. Give it to me in return for a reward. Will you give me your Pisces? Sure. Oh, you are most kind. Now give it to me. Here you go, crazy bird lady. Duck lady. You may take the reward from my servant. And we get 20,000 gills. Maybe I'm not as broke as I thought. I still have to get a lot of money, though. Oh, you have the Aquarius. Give it to me in return for a reward. Will you give me your Aquarius? Sure. Oh, you're most kind. Now give it to me. You may take the reward from my servant. And we get a Rosetta ring. I believe we've already seen a few of those. And, oh, you have the Capricorn. Give it to me in return for a reward. Yeah, we'll just skip through this. Now she wants the Capricorn. She is just as crazy every time. And what do we get this time? We get 30,000 gil. That's good. Still not enough, though. And finally, we do have the Sagittarius. Go ahead and take that off my hands. And we've received the Robe of Lords, which, if you remember, was something that... Is it the Robe of Lords? No, I'm thinking something else, but we do get the Robe of Lords. Reflect Null and Concentrate. Good stuff. You know, Concentrate, we could have had Lexi learn that a while ago. Probably would have been very useful, although I'm sure it would not have worked that way. So Magus, we'll learn that at some point. We still have a few things to learn for him, but, oh, we didn't actually look at the description. The greatest robe. So it reduces all wind damage by 100%. I guess that makes it the greatest robe of all time. So, did we do it? Something is missing. According to my information, there are 12 Stellazzio. And why do I feel that I am missing one? Because there is one more. Yes, there must be a 13th Stellazzio somewhere. My queen, if I may, the writings on the Stellazzio must be the key to solving the mystery. Well, fine. I'll give you all my Stellazzio, and you bring me the 13th. So we have received all of this, and then we can just walk away and never turn it in. So now that we have all 12 of them, yeah, they show it as new, despite the fact that we have seen them before. Let's try to put the story together. The story of 12 zodiacs, the 11 zodiacs pondered how best to catch Virgo's heart. Aries headed east. Taurus had an idea. He would give Virgo a gift. through the forest and over the mountain, he found a star. Gemini thought, by the river, I will sing her a song. He didn't know where she was, but he hoped his song would reach her. Cancer headed to the Cape where Virgo waited. The sun was setting into the ocean. Would he finally see her? Leo was waiting for the sun to set into the ocean. Then Cancer showed up, and they began to fight. Into the ocean they fell. Watching the sunset from the Cape, Virgo whispered, my only wish is to be with you now. Libra was a perverse fellow. He would always walk in the opposite direction of the sun. Would he ever see Virgo? Scorpio was very timid. He always looked at his shadow until one day he decided to look away. He walked up a hill. Sagittarius dashed through the night, defying the chilly northern wind that was stinging his right cheek. Impatient Capricorn ran up a hill toward the sun and fell asleep from exhaustion. Aquarius arrived late. He asked, who kissed Virgo? Pisces said to Aquarius, Virgo made her choice. Go see him and he'll tell you the rest. So, that is actually supposed to give you the clue. How? I'm not entirely sure. To be honest, like I said, I've never put the story together. But what it turns out to be is Scorpio. Scorpio won all that. We will head and get that some other time. Pretty shortly, but we still have a little bit more work to do here in Treno, and then we'll head out and get that 13th Stellazzio coin. Like I said, I've never been able to figure out the story entirely myself. They give you quite a few clues, but not enough for me to be able to sort it out. I've kind of decided there are a few things that I'm going to be doing in bonus videos. Cards are definitely one of them. There's no need for me to interrupt everything to do cards at this point. What I can interrupt everything to do is this, but I do need to re-equip before I head in. Equipped Ronaldo with the Sargatanis. That should be all that I need moving forward. It really should just be enough to turn the tide in my favor. Do you guys see the big monster down there? You recognize him? I know I do. I want to fight the monster. Are you sure? I can't guarantee your safety. Yeah, I'll be fine. Ronaldo, go in there. You're like freaking 20 levels higher than anybody else. Okay, like 15, but still way more than he needs to be. So he's gonna go in and do the work for me. It is scripted battle time. We are up against this giant enemy. This is the Behemoth, and it does a lot of damage. But because I have the Sargatanis and I have Soul Blade, I can turn the Behemoth into stone. And then you win. Sometimes it's just that easy. Sometimes it's just that easy. Wow, I can't believe it. Here's your prize. And we get a circlet for our trouble. I believe we have seen a circlet before. Can Petra equip the circlet? Probably not. Can you equip it? You can. And indeed, we have had one before. So not necessarily that great of a reward, but if you do know the trick, it's quite simple. You do have to survive it, though, and that can be tough. Even with auto haste, it got the first turn in. You know what? I'll be fine just running up here to the auction house. So what we're looking for is the magical fingertip. I will let you know when I buy it and how much I bought it for. I was able to snag the magical fingertip for only 35,900. It normally goes around 40,000. However, there was something else that I was trying to get, and that was the ribbon. They actually start auctioning off a ribbon. It is a unique ribbon. They'll only sell it once. As soon as you get it, it is gone. However, I couldn't afford it at the prices they were going for. As you can see, I still have 91,000 and change, but it was going higher than that. It's supposed to normally average around 80,000, but that's not working for me today, so I'll have to come back and get that ribbon some other time. For the time being, though, we got the magical fingertip. No one knows who this go-go guy is. He just disappeared. Does he really exist or what? So says the Lady Bandit Ruby. Indeed, Go-Go does exist. I believe he is optional, though. I should mention that in order to get the magical fingertip to show up, not only do you need to talk to the guy back in Daguerreo, you also need to buy the Doga's artifact, Une's mirror, Rat Tail, and Griffin's heart, and you need to sell them in Treno. Otherwise, I believe the guy in Daguerreo won't even talk to you about the magical fingertip. So you need to do all of that just to get this to show up so that you can, get the reward out of this. Now, we are pointed to two possible destinations. We need to get the 13th Stellazzio coin, and we need to turn this magical fingertip in to the guy in Daguerreo. I'll meet you at one of those locations. We're going to get the Stellazzio coin first. In order to do this, we need to head back to Quan's dwelling, which, if you remember, is where we picked up the Scorpio. I told you Scorpio was supposed to be the thing that you got out of the story. Once again, I'm not sure I've ever been able to put that together, though. So we'll just head down here. You guys remember where we picked up Scorpio? Probably not, but while I'm here, I might as well deal with that. Where we got it was right here. There's something under where the Scorpio used to be. And we've received, I looked this one up, Ophiuchus. Did the Scorpio and the Virgo just sparkle in my hands? As it turns out, Ophiuchus is like a legitimate astrological sign these days. They apparently added a 13th sign to anybody born after a year after I was born. So it's apparently a real thing. I don't know if Final Fantasy IX knew about that, but apparently it's a real thing. Ophiuchus. Their future was uncertain, but Scorpio and Virgo kissed in the light of dusk. That moment meant everything by Ophiuchus. All right, for the time being, we're just going to head back to Daguerreo because we were just at Treno. I don't feel like turning it in just yet, but we're going to head to Daguerreo and turn that in, and then we'll see where we go from there.